What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a first look at the upcoming Kobe 4 CHBL. This is the World Killer batch. Before we get into them, I want to remind you this video and all the other content on my channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you're new to the channel, guys, if you go ahead and like and subscribe while you're here, I really appreciate that. You can also then be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at kvegaskickz. Guys, thanks for your support. We're going to jump right in these fours. So again, this is an upcoming release, the CHBL, and man, is it a eye catcher. I can't tell you how many heads I turned when I pulled these out of the gym. These things look really good. Pictures and video is not doing them justice, I'll tell you that right now. Again, this is the World Killer batch. Let me show you where I picked these up from, guys. Instagram seller, one of my favorites. I'll have all this in the description. Be sure to mention Kvegas, and I know they'll take care of you. Let's dive in. So on this one, you got a solid rubber outsole. Love that. The herringbone, you can never go wrong with. So these are really good for traction. Of course, you got the two different colors of yellow with that kind of light teal blue, real carbon fiber. All that looks good. I have already had these out on the court, and traction was great. I mean, you can never, again, herringbone, I mean, you can never go wrong with it. The court I was on, I would call it clean, but not pristine. I mean, they clean it. I don't think they clean it daily, but I'd had no problem stopping. Did not seem to pick up dust very badly at all. The grooves aren't like super deep, and then being solid rubber, I feel like solid rubber doesn't pick up dust like translucent does. So these were really good on foot. They do squeak on the court for those of you that want to know that. So there's that. That Phylon midsole, you got that same gradient fade as you do the upper, the darker yellow to the lighter with your black speckles. Of course, you got your zoom air there. Toe box area looks nice. Going around the medial side, everything looks pretty good. Don't really see anything to complain about. Not seeing glue residue. All in all, looks pretty clean. Now, as far as the fit and the comfort of these shoes, so this is, as far as I can recall, I don't think I've ever had a World Killer Kobe 4 for myself. I know I've reviewed them before, but they weren't for me. So, you know, I can't speak on something I wasn't reviewing for myself that, I didn't try on. Fit is true to size, men's size 13, no issues really with that. It's a very light shoe. Kobe 4s are lighter. And then comfort-wise, these going to come with a zoom unit in the heel, just like the retail, and then a piece of boost foam up in the forefoot. I'll try to have pictures of all that for you. The Kobe 4 is always like gives you more of a court feel, like a low to the ground feeling, and because of that, I felt like I could actually feel that boost foam up in the forefoot. It could have been in my head, you know what I'm saying, sometimes when you're looking for something, you find it. But they were comfortable on foot, like any other Kobe 4. I mean, nothing, out of the ordinary. One thing I will say, if you like a zoom setup or more cushion, you can always swap out the insole for a more cushioned insole. But I would recommend doing that right away, and we'll talk about that later as well. Now, the upper of the shoe, of course, you got a mix of materials. You got this first gen fly wire, and with the gradient fade. Then you have some synthetic leather that has like a tumbled look to it, and then more of a flat leather on this portion with your perforations. The toe box is a little bulky, obviously. I mean, there's no getting around that. It is. That you got to understand though, when I'm showing you this on video, we are like eye level with the shoe. That's not going to be how people see your shoe on the court. Nobody's going to be getting down on the floor and looking at you like that. So it's not going to be as noticeable on foot as it is right here. But at any rate, there was plenty of room in the toe box. The materials, again, they're synthetic because that's just what you get on Kobe's typically. But no issues with them. You got this mesh on the tongue with these yellow laces. Also comes with that same teal blue that we have on the swoosh at the bottom, which will really pop when you throw those in. I just haven't taken the time to do that yet, but I will. I think it's going to make the shoe look even better. And then up at the top of the tongue, more synthetic leather, some nice padding, and then your black Shizuku. I will say the tongue on these seems to stick up maybe slightly higher than normal Kobe 4. Not a big deal. I mean, again, maybe slightly higher. You got yellow hits on the sock liner and the insole, which has that touch the line. All right, and the Shizuku, I did remove that from the other shoe, so we'll see that up close here momentarily. You do have the black swoosh on your lateral side. Of course, it is spaced very well. Typically what I can do to show that is put my finger right here and it basically covers up this entire portion. Like if I had, say, an S2 Kobe 4 and I did this, I would not be able to cover that up because the S2's swoosh is always too small. This one is not. More nicely padded but synthetic leather up here at the top, and then you got that heel counter in yellow with the Kobe signature in black. You got the textured synthetic leather right here with the 24 pressed in. Looking good. Overall shape of the rear I think looks just fine. I don't really see anything to complain about with that. And then the medial side, mirror image of the lateral. Got more of this textured synthetic leather, but again, it's pretty soft. And then more flat leather up here at the top. And then of course your perforations here below the swoosh. Let's bring in the left one. Check it out. Looking good. Of course, no signature on this one, which is correct. And you have the 8 on the back of this one as opposed to the 24. Other than that, they're mirror images of each other. Give you a shot of that 8. And your heel counter. Got that zoom air. Again, not seeing glue residue. I will say that the World Killer batch has seemed to be one of the more durable batches of Kobe's. When I see people talking about sole separation especially, very rarely is it World Killer batch that I'm seeing, you know, for what it's worth. And I've never had that issue, but again, I've got like a massive rotation, so I never wear any of my shoes like into the ground to where I would probably experience sole separation. But World Killer does seem to be a very durable batch. Let's take a look at our strobel here and see what we can see. Don't know, the light is not going to give you the outline of that zoom unit in the heel. You got the gray strobel, and you can see I've already pulled away some of the insole from having them on foot and then trying to remove that, which is something I wanted to address. So, and these just came with regular tissue paper. Here is that Ortholite style insole that you get for a Kobe 4 with the touch the line. And again, I've had these on foot with black socks, so you can see, you know, what happened even after just one wear. But you got the Kobe shoe with the touch the line, everything that you would expect. Now, what I was going to talk about is if you're going to replace your insole, guys, I would do it right away, because even after one wear, this glue was starting to heat up and stick to the strobel. If I'd have waited any longer, if I was going to swap them out, this insole would start crumbling and sticking to the strobel and be a nightmare to get out. So if you're going to swap it out, do it right away. If not, then it doesn't matter. So that's the shoes, guys, looking beautiful. Let's set them to the side and take a look at the box. You do get the updated Kobe Protro box, this black glossy box, there we go, with the scales and the gold foil signature. You get a Shizuku and the Nike branding on the bottom. Another Shizuku, your window, and your box label is Kobe 4 Protro CHBL lightning black and soft yellow, men's 13. Inside, just the black in the lid. You got that new tissue paper, the black scales with the gold Shizuku. There is white tissue paper underneath that. No other stickers or anything inside the box. So did a really good job protecting the box. Always really appreciate that. And the shoes, again, look absolutely beautiful. They also, of course, being a World Killer batch, came with this little Max hang tag right there. Of course, I removed that, but wanted to show you everything that came with the shoes in the video. So, yeah, again, really definitely turn heads. Very impressive pair of Kobe. So, anyway, guys, that's my unboxing review of this Kobe 4 CHBL, the World Killer batch. I hope you enjoyed the review and that it was helpful for you. Let me know what you think about this pair in the comments. Be sure to follow me on my other socials and be on the lookout. We got a lot more of these reviews coming your way.